You have been needing to register a trademark for your business. Today I'm going to walk you through exactly how you can register your own trademark as a business owner without an attorney. I'm going to walk you through step by step how to register your trademark using USPTO, the United States Patent and Trademark Office's online application. First, keep in mind that registering a trademark is not the only step that you need to do in your business. Running a business is going to require your own licenses, fees, and permits that are required by your city, state, county, and industry. Next, it's not required to register your trademark in order to operate under a certain business name. A business name is going to be registered through filing a fictitious business name statement, also known as a doing business as statement, with your local county clerk recorder's office. A trademark, however, is filed and registered when you want to use a specific phrase, name, set of words, or a logo or other specific asset that you want exclusive rights for use within the United States. For those of you who reside in the United States, you can file this yourself using the online application. You're not required to use an attorney. However, if you reside outside of the United States, you are required to file this only with the use of an attorney. You cannot do this yourself. Let's go through the application step by step. From the USPTO's website, linked down below, click Apply to register a trademark. Next, you will be prompted to create a USPTO.gov account. Enter in your personal details, including your name, your address, and other details. You're going to be required to confirm your identity. You must do this. There is no way around it. If you have already used ID.me, then that integrates into the USPTO system quite easily. You can go ahead and log into your ID.me here. On the application, in most cases, you're going to select this first option here to register a trademark or service mark. If any of these less common trademark application situations apply to you, then you will select the second option. Next, there is going to be a $350 fee to register your trademark, and then an additional fee if you are adding on any other classes that your trademark is registered in. Next, we're going to enter in the trademark owner's information. First, we're going to select whether this is an individual or an entity such as a corporation or other organization. It's incredibly important to understand that all of the information you enter in here is going to be on public record permanently. Even if you update or change this information in the future, there will always be a public record of the historic information as well. Enter in information here as it pertains to your business, including the country of the owner's citizenship, their first, middle, and last name, and if the owner is doing business under a different name. Enter in the owner's mailing address, including the street address, the city, the zip, and postal code. Next, you're going to enter in the owner's domicile address. A domicile is the principal address where the person resides, so it cannot be a P.O. box. This cannot be a P.O. box or a commercial mailbox. This has to be the actual place where the owner is living. Next, enter in the owner's email address and telephone number, and go ahead and click if you would like to add in the owner's website. Next, you're going to select what type of trademark you would like to register. There are 3 options. The 2 most common are listed first. Number 1, you can choose to protect the wording alone. This means that you will be registering a trademark on wording such as your brand name or slogan. This is going to not include a visual marker. This means this option does not have an option to upload an image. You are simply trademarking the words. The second option is to trademark what your visual icon looks like. This is going to include visual elements, stylized text, or a logo. The third option is the least common, which is protecting something else other than text or an icon. Now, before you proceed, you want to make sure that you have researched that no one else is using this trademark, this string of words, phrases, or visual element, and that no one is using something similar. Once you have used the database provided to search and ensure that no one has trademarked something similar, then go ahead and enter in the exact wording of your trademark. You're going to make sure that you are using it exactly as it is listed here. Do not change anything. Triple check this part to make sure that you are entering in exactly what you want the trademark to be, because once you have submitted this application, you cannot submit a material change to this. This needs to be exactly how it is being used. Next, you're going to enter in whether or not your trademark contains any words in a language other than English. If your trademark contains the likeness of an individual, then you're going to need to submit permission from that individual, giving permission to use that likeness in your trademark. For your trademark to be properly registered, you must provide documentation that this trademark is actively in use. There are two options here. You can note which option applies to you here. The first option is that your trademark is currently in use in commerce. You are going to provide here the date that you first used your trademark in commerce, the date that you first used your trademark anywhere, and then also provide evidence that you are using your trademark. And you are going to have to provide things such as screenshots, receipts, website documentation, etc. Whatever you have that shows that you are using that trademark currently in commerce. The second option is to choose that you will provide this evidence later. If you are not yet currently using this trademark, then you can submit documentation of that trademark's use later down the line. Next, you're going to identify your goods and services. Your application must identify all goods or services that you have a bona fide intent to provide. Use the search bar here to locate your services and goods. Try your very hardest to not enter in your own goods and services on your own, because this is going to incur an additional $200 charge. You want to make sure that you are locating them by searching the trademark ID manual in the search bar above. Once you type in the goods and services that you are providing, hit search, and you will be shown a variety of different options that most likely fit into what you have typed. On the right hand side, once you have chosen which best applies to you, click the add button, and this is going to add that service or good to your application. Once you click add, you're going to see that it then adds itself over to the summary on the right, which will show you the total application dollar amount as well. Once you're satisfied with your selections, go ahead and click continue, located on the bottom right. Provide any additional information that you're required to note here. You're going to check if there are words or phrases in your trademark that you want to disclaim. This means that you will be excluding those. Not all applications are going to require a disclaimer, but if your trademark contains wording or designs that describes an aspect of any of the goods and services without indicating their source, you can disclaim that portion. Disclaiming this wording doesn't physically remove it from your trademark or affect the appearance of your trademark in any way. The disclaimer is merely a statement that the disclaimed words or designs need to be freely available for other businesses to accurately describe comparable goods or services. So these are going to be words that apply to a wide variety of other businesses that are not unique to you. Lastly, you're going to review all information on the application. You can also download a preview of the application here using this blue button. Choose a signature method that you would like to use, and then you are going to sign, submit, and pay for your application. Once that's done, you are all set.